Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, well, let's take a look at SMCI stock. And did the bulls reload? Are they fully loaded back up again? And we gonna go straight up, breaking level by level, higher and higher from here on. So let's talk about all that good stuff. As I told you yesterday that the random sell-off that we got at one of our significant levels of $70, and that's why, as I mentioned, that I have marked these zones. Even though my tools marks all these levels automatically for you, I have highlighted some more important ones for you in last couple of videos, all the way to 125, where we expect price to react. And that's why we gotta keep taking partial profits in the extensions. And as I said, it's just going to be a pullback. Look at it. Today we are getting reloaded already, and bulls are ready to take it higher up again. Can that case, does that still exist? Well, let's talk about through this video. Well, now I also want to let you know, none of this is financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. All right. Now, yes, technically we are just in the still overall bullish structure. Let's turn on my tools. Everything is still looking great. All right. And yes, technically it was just a little bit of a take profit yesterday and just a pullback. Pullback is already getting bought back up. And how is that happening? So let's get to the hourly interval, because we'll take a look at, are we going to just continue up from here, or are there some lingering weakness effects as well, and also the levels that we'll be talking about. Now, on the hourly interval, our scenario played out just as how I mentioned and talked about yesterday. I told you to watch the level of $60.75 area. All right, couple of cents it may be up and down, but this was the zone. I told you $60.75. All right, not gonna be penny to penny perfect here. Okay, if we can get above right away, it's all good for today. We'll just continue up again. Otherwise, we have a room to reject here, thus forming a little bit a lower high in the near term, and then we'll watch for a rebound at around $55 area. We got just that scenario played out for us. Bulls reloaded here, and this was also a great liquidity grab. You can see we had these demand zones built up, right? And we a little bit dipped lower than that because big players grab the liquidity just like this way, because most of the stop losses for near-term traders would be right underneath that. We grabbed that liquidity, and that's why it's so important to trade with the overall structure. And that's why I mentioned that it's just a pullback. It's just a pullback because overall structure is bullish, right? We have to follow the trading principles, and we just bounced back up from there. The level that I gave you, look for the bounce at around $55. We got that. Now, importantly enough, we came back up, and the good thing is that, guys, we have taken out that lingering resistance zone, and we did test above the overhead resistance as well. We did slow down here. I get it. However, everything is not lost. Bulls are still in control. And as I showed you on the daily interval, structure is still bullish, and I'll still provide you one more level today that for tomorrow, technically we are still bullish. So we should still look for the pullbacks to buy into this thing, just like today we got, because overall structure is bullish. Now, let's get to the 5 minutes interval for a second. All right, now on the 5 minutes interval, again, if you have access to my tools for the day trade as well, you knew how to day trade this as well. So let's turn that, my tools on here as well. Some of the tools are already on, but some might turn on and off as we go through the video. Now, here you can see we did start the day a little bit in the negative structure, but this was your confirmation. So this was a little bit of a cool off play, pullback play. But as I always explain, how do we know that the pullback is completing itself? Well, here you see in the real time, if you have my tools, we turned green in the structure here and continued bullish. Thus, the better play to take, because overall structure is bullish. We know that pullback here has been completed, and this was, if you're sure, if you want to trade both sides, you can still trade it short for the near term. But you know that, okay, overall structure is bullish, and this is where that cool off is completed, and we are turning bullish back again. And then, yes, in the second half of the day, we are a little bit slowing down, but we stayed above the cloud. So, but you can use these tools to play both sides, at least for day trade, right? And you know where to take profits, where to enter, and even you can trade short, right? You can trade short as well, no problems. My tools helps in all of that. Again, check out the details in the description of this video if you are interested in all of that, and also 50 plus stocks coverage if you are interested in that as well. You will find all the details in the description of this videos together with the trading tools. All right, now what to do going forward tomorrow? And as you, well, to do tomorrow, we are still looking for the bullish plays. Technically, things are still just fine as long as near-term level we stay above tomorrow $57.61. This is an important level, and we have high likelihood of finding a support here. And as long as we hold above 57 and 61 cents area, we are just fine. If we lose that, let's say we lose that, we can get a rebound again at $55.27. All is not lost, but it's just going to be some lingering weakness again. That's the whole issue. And that's why if we just want to stay in this continuous strength, we need to hold above 57 and 61 cents. You will use the tools as I just showed you across multiple intervals when to know that pullback is completing and we are good to go up, because we are overall in the bullish structure, so we are better off looking for where the pullback is completing itself, right? And vice versa. For the stocks which are in the bearish case, you can just use the same way of trading multi-time frame analysis. It's just that you will just flip the direction for that understanding. That's why I'm saying vice versa, and my tools works across all the stocks, all the intervals, you name it. Now, yes, so that's the level, pretty much 57 and 57 above is, or a couple of cents up and down, we are just fine. My tools marks all these levels as well automatically for you. And so as we stay bullish, well, levels again to watch, we can retest $70 zone, or this pretty much around $67, very close to $70 zone. It's always a zone, guys, okay? That still remains our target. As we stay in this bullish structure, by tomorrow, we can test that. And as you know, if you have been seeing my videos, that as we break out above $70, it opens up the doors to $95 area. So as we talked about, right? Let's turn the tools again on. As we talked about, $30 above breakout. I have been saying this. If you have been seeing my videos, then it opens up the doors to 37. We got that. 37 pullback. Buy the pullback. That's what I said. $50 was the next target. Breakout above $50. I mentioned that $70, it opens up the target all the way there. We got $67, very close to $70. It's always a zone, as I say, okay? And now it's just a pullback. And after $70, we will open up the doors to $95. So these are the areas where price will react the most, what I have highlighted here. But all the significant levels are important. And but this is where I did expect the most of the reaction, and that's why I put extra highlights here, right? An emphasis on these. So anyways, as I said, overall structure is bullish. As I explained, the levels to watch, where are the bounces, lingering weakness, and overall structure is bullish. So what are those levels that will stay bullish above? I can repeat again if that helps for summary. So let's do the summary real quick. As long as we stay above 57 and 57 cents, we are still in the full-on bullish strength and all great. If we lose that, all is still not lost. 55 and 25 cents is still an area of a potential rebound again. If we lose that, then unfortunately we are looking at $50. Likelihood of that right now is less, because as I just explained to you, the demand zones held, pullback held, as I showed you on the 5 minutes interval as well. Structure turned bullish for us, does marking pullback at least for the day trade completing, but that has also kept the hourly interval bullish. We have taken out the overhead resistance ones, and also which we are dipping lower, but what the point is that we are still above that bottom demand zone that we got bought back above as a liquidity grab, and thus pushing things higher. And overall structure still being bullish, as I said, pullbacks, that's just a pullback what we saw yesterday, and today that we are just seeing a bounce back up. But it's important that to stay in this strengthful structure, we stay above 57 and 57 or $57 or 60 cents around, and then bounce at $55.25 still is possible. Even if we lose 57 and 60 cents, all is still great. Overall problem, I would only consider on SMCI if we lose $50. If we lose $50, then guys, it's done. Kaboom. all right, then there's no point. All right, unless I see again some strength build up, otherwise no. So far so good, and as we stay above that $57.60 tomorrow, let's get back to the hourly interval. Then yeah, look for just continuation to the upside, and we can be possibly testing $67 again, that very area. And as if we can close up there, we are next week looking to break out above $70. Now remember, principles of trading remains the same no matter what, and that is size in, size out your position. Stop losses are very important. Risk management is very important, and don't trade against the structure. My tools helps you in all of that. Again, check out the details. All of that is in the description of this video. And weekly interval, just to show you again, guys, this is very apparent and has been very apparent. Let's turn on my tools again. We have been just bullish on this thing. You can see last 3 weeks and going really strong and good on this thing. All right, guys, that's all. And I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.